decides what art is? You know, at the end of the day, it's the collectors that do. The collectors decide what it is because the collectors are the ones that are willing to invest in it. And for us, because we focus on a lot of emerging artists, and so where they are willing to invest in and where they are willing to collect and buy. But more importantly, I think usually it's about what the client appreciates too. The dealers have, or the gallerists have a lot of say in that too, because you know they put up the works, they decide what's being shown. You know, we have artists, we have every week perhaps 20 artists that approach us to ask us will we represent them. And often, I want to say yes to everyone, but you can't because obviously limited space and you can't do that. In terms of money, where you decided to put your money, if you buy an artist that's more established and there's a lot of indicators in the market to suggest what it's going to be in 10 years, as opposed to buying an artist that do not have that, you're making a risk and your return of investment is going to be a lot lower. But then it could be your return of investment might not be monetary then, it might be a different sort of return of investment. Why I decided to get into the art business was purely coincidental. I finished my degree in linguistics and was invited to write some articles for a gallery in Singapore at that time, and that was sort of late 1990s, early 2000. And I started writing critical essays, and I did some translation work for a number of Chinese artists that were sort of emerging to the scene and just got sucked into it. I wanted to make money, this wasn't the way to go about it, and so started doing more marketing work and then understanding the various other aspects of the business. And one of the best things that happened was I started to interact with the artists directly, and that sort of opened my mind. That was, sort of the starting point of why I got into it. It's hard not to love, to have a passion for this, because you work really closely with some really amazing people. But I think if I were to look into search within my heart deeply, who decides what is art? I think it's the artist. It's he who paints, it's he who writes the first stroke, The act of painting is so emotional. It's so within you, and so if you decide that you want to paint and you want to create, kudos to you.